Amazing! This is SirBas of SirBas TV. In our last video, we talked about the different types and parts of a wave. We will use those concepts in order to easily understand our new lesson, which is all about sounds. Are you ready to learn? If you find this video helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to like, share, and comment #AgAmazing. Let's go! Imagine that you are in a concert and you are listening to this drummer boy. What is he doing in order to create sounds using his drums? Correct! He is repeatedly hitting the drums with his drumsticks. Because of these actions, he was able to create vibrations, and because of these, waves are also formed. In this case, a sound wave was produced. Sound waves are longitudinal waves created from a vibrating source. Sound waves are mechanical waves. This means that it needs a medium in order to propagate. In our previous example earlier, the drum that is repeatedly hit by the drummer is the medium. A medium to produce sound waves can be in the form of solids, liquids, or gases. Now, let us talk about the speed of sound. The speed of sound is different in various materials. In which medium do you think will sound travel the fastest? Correct! It will travel fastest in a solid medium or material. It will be followed by liquids and then gases. But why is this so? Why sounds travel fastest in solids and slowest in gases? It is because of the arrangement and spacing of particles in each medium. If you will observe this illustration, you will notice that the particles in solid are more closely packed than the particles of liquids and gases. Because of this arrangement of particles in solid, sound waves travel more quickly as compared to liquids and gases. It is important to remember that sound is a mechanical wave. It needs a medium to propagate. Therefore, we cannot hear sound from outer space because outer space is a vacuum with no solids, liquids, and gases. This is the reason why we cannot hear an explosion in outer space. Now, let us discuss the characteristics of sounds, which includes pitch, loudness, and timbre. We are going to use the terms that we discussed in video 1 about waves and discussing the properties of sounds. Pitch refers to the highness or lowness of sound. The frequency of a wave dictates the pitch of a sound. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch of the sound. Observe the following pictures. Which do you think has the higher sound? Correct! It is picture B since it has a higher number of vibrations per second, which means it has a higher frequency. Therefore, it has higher sound and higher pitch as compared to the sound waves of picture A, which has lower frequency, which means it has lower sound and lower pitch. The human ear can only sense within the frequency range of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This range is called the audible range, the range to which a human ear can respond. Vibrational frequencies about 20,000 Hz are called ultrasonic frequencies, while frequencies below 20 Hz are known as infrasonic frequencies. Animals like dogs can hear sounds as high as 50,000 Hz, while bats can detect as high as 100,000 Hz. The next characteristic is called loudness. Loudness is how soft or how intense the sound is as perceived by the ear and interpreted by the brain. Loudness can be determined by the amplitude of the sound waves. Remember, the amplitude is the height of the wave and it tells us the amount of energy that a wave carries. High amplitude sounds usually carry large energy and have higher intensity, while low amplitude sound carries a lesser amount of energy and have lower intensity. Observe the following sound waves. Which sound wave do you think is more pleasant to the ears? Correct, it is picture B since it has lower amplitude. Therefore, it has lower intensity. The sound that is produced is softer as compared to sound waves in picture A. Sound intensity is measured by various instruments like an oscilloscope. The unit of intensity level for sound is the decibel, which was named after Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone. Human ears can withstand sound intensity levels from 0 decibel to 120 decibels. The threshold of hearing is at 0 decibel, whereas the threshold of pain is 120 decibels. Loudness is also considered as a psychological sensation that differs from different people. You may consider rock music as a soft sound, while your father may consider it as a loud sound. Your father may even interpret this sound as a distorted sound, which is known as noise. Noise is a wave that is not pleasing to the senses. This is in contrast with music, which is a special sound that forms a pattern and is appealing to our sense of hearing. Next characteristic of sound is called timbre or tone quality. Timbre is used in differentiating two different sounds that have the same pitch and loudness. It is how we identify the difference between the quality of tone of one instrument from another. For example, if a flute and a guitar are playing the same note, the pitch may be the same but the timbre of each of the sound is very different. These two instruments produce different sounds even if they are playing the same note. The tone quality depends on the waveform of the sound wave. And that ends our discussion for sound. In our next lesson, we are going to study the characteristics of light. See you on our next science lesson. Amazing!